Pretend for a moment, just imagine, you're a small kid holding a glowing compass your whole life. Except you've been too busy trying to fit in, to notice it pulsing in your palm. And maybe things felt off. You felt different, maybe too sensitive, too intense, too emotional, too observant, too fucking aware. You know what storytellers call that? The beginning of the journey. In every myth, the hero starts by feeling misaligned with the world as it is. Science would call this misalignment cognitive dissonance. Psychology would call it repression leaking sideways. NLP would call it incongruent. When your inner yes and outer no fight like two goats on a cliff. And you call it, why the hell am I exhausted and confused all the time? Because you were lying to yourself about what you actually needed. And that lie, that shit's heavy. Every hero hesitates. You probably did too. Because following your inner truth feels like stepping onto a path that's badly lit, covered in fog, and whispering your name in a voice that sounds suspiciously like your own. You might worry, what if people judge me? What if they misunderstand? What if my truth is too weird? That fear is normal. It's part of the brain's protective wiring. The amygdala likes what's predictable, even if it sucks. Avoiding your truth feels safe, but the hidden karma of avoiding it, stuckness, suffering, misalignment, burnout, not cosmic punishment, just basic human cause and effect. Ignore your boundaries, you get drained. Ignore your intuition, you get confused. Ignore your needs, you get lost. Every hero who refuses the call ends up suffering until something inside whispers, fuck this, there has to be a better way. Imagine you meet a slightly old, slightly impatient, slightly sweary mentor. The kind who tells you truths like, you're not broken. You're just full of unused abilities you keep mistaking for flaws. Your sensitivity, that's perception. Your overthinking, that's pattern recognition on overdrive. Your weirdness, that's creative, neurodivergent problem solving. Your intuition, that's your brain's predictive processing system humming at a higher sampling rate. See, science and spirituality shake hands more often than we notice. And the mentor just smirks and says, kid, none of this is mystical. It's just you operating correctly. This is where the hero doesn't say, I'll be brutally honest with everyone, but rather, I'll stop lying to myself. That's authenticity, not oversharing, not emotional vomiting, not ripping your soul open for public display. Just a quiet, grounded, here's what I need, here's what I value, here's what's true for me. This is the threshold, the moment of coherence when your inner compass stops spinning and clicks north. Science says coherence reduces cognitive load. Psychology says coherence stabilizes identity. NLP says coherence aligns internal parts. The mentor just says, feels better, doesn't it? Every hero hits challenges. Your tests might look like people-pleasing impulses, fear of judgment, old wounds knocking on the door, emotional patterns trying to drag you backwards, the temptation to shrink, the urge to apologize for existing, the voice that says, stay small, it's safer. But every time you choose a boundary, Every time you trust your gut, every time you say, no, that doesn't work for me, you level up. Your psychic abilities, let's just call them inner skills, awakened by clarity. When fear stops smothering your senses, you naturally become better at reading people, sensing energy shifts, catching patterns, hearing your intuition, healing old wounds, not because you're magic, but because you're present. Presence sharpens perception. Perception feels like intuition. This isn't the dramatic phoenix in the flame moment. It's more like, damn, I can't carry these lies anymore. They're too fucking heavy. And slowly the mask slides off. Not because you forced it, but because your inner coherence made falseness intolerable. Science says systems seek stability. Identity follows the same rule. And your system knows incoherence is chaos. Coherence is clarity. As the old you dissolves, the hero realizes, I'm not dying, I'm emerging. You start to glimpse yourself through the eyes of a future version of you. The one who already healed a bit. The one who already broke the patterns. The one who already stopped giving a damn about unimportant bullshit. They look back at you with a kind of gentle, amused pride. As if to say, you had it all along. You feel capable, powerful, aligned, connected, clear, stable. Less drama, fewer fucks given, more coherence. That's the reward. Your journey is not about floating away into cosmic sparkles. Your real ascension, it's grounded as hell. It's learning to bring more of your true self into regular life. Setting boundaries, speaking truth, making clean decisions. Choosing integrity, trusting intuition, owning your needs, stopping the bullshit. You stop chasing validation. You stop shrinking your brilliance. You stop apologizing for existing. Not because you're fearless, but because you're aligned. This is the moment of synthesis, when you realize there was never separation, only mislabeling, too rigid thinking, patterns mistaken for destiny, fear mistaken for truth, sensitivity mistaken for weakness. You learn to chunk up and down, big picture. Your authenticity sharpens your world from the inside out. The details, attention, choice, boundaries, honesty, presence, discernment. The cause and effect. Karma, that's psychological, not cosmic. The consequence of avoiding truth and the reward of acting on it. Everything's connected. Your values, your behaviour, your energy, your coherence. And it all flows in one direction, toward real grounded wholeness. And now you walk back into your life carrying the elixir. Every hero returns with inner coherence. That knowing that you don't need saving. You're not doomed. You shape your experiences from the inside out. Your weirdness is a gift. Your sensitivity is perception. Your intuition is intelligence. Your boundaries, they're self-respect. Your truth is your power. The world didn't change, you did. And because of that, your life starts rearranging itself around your clarity. Not magically, not cosmically, practically, beautifully, powerfully, messily, realistically. You become the kind of person whose presence makes things shift. Not because you preach light, but because you embody truth. And that's the real transformation. That's the real initiation. That's the quiet, grounded, sprinkled ascension of a human who finally stopped lying to themselves